Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the Hot Stocks Outlook for July 13th, 2018. Hope you're all having an excellent week in the financial markets, and as always, a lot of interesting markets to cover today in the Hot Stocks Outlook. We're going to start here with Dean Foods. We've got Hornbeck Offshore Services, BioScrip Incorporated, Las Vegas Sands, and also Canadian Solar here. So let's go ahead and start out here with Dean Foods, one of the larger dairy producers. But what we have here are the daily bars and candles. This is all daily price action represented by each one of these bars. And against those bars, you see that we have a couple lines there, a black line and also a blue line, in addition to an indicator at the bottom of the screen here. But starting here at the against the price data, what we want to understand is that black value, that black line on the chart, is a simple moving average, or what we refer to as the actual moving average. And what it does is it summarizes the past closed prices over a given period of time, really acts as a baseline of where prices have been over a given period. Now, what we're able to compare that to, though, is this blue value that you see on the chart. And so that blue value is actually utilizing artificial neural network, so a type of AI, artificial intelligence, to forecast where prices are expected to be moving forward through time. So whenever we have a condition where that blue line or that blue value has moved above the black value, it's essentially saying that, okay, well, prices are expected to move higher, and therefore as a trader, you'd want to look towards, in this case, the bullish side of the market. Now, in addition to those predicted moving averages to give you the overall trend direction of a given market you may want to trade, we also have this indicator at the bottom, and this is the predicted neural index. And it's an extremely accurate indicator, upwards of 85+% on a daily basis. But what it's doing is it's looking out for the next 48 hours of trading and forecasting short-term strength or weakness in the market. So obviously there's going to be times where the trend is up, but you may get that weakness over the next couple of trading days moving forward. And of course, you want to be prepared for that as a trader, not going ahead and sacrificing your position, but knowing that some lower prices are coming in, maybe a good time to even add to that position. So what we have here, in addition to all of that, so you've got the trend direction, a 48-hour or really 2-candle forecast, but also you're given a predicted high and low range for each and every trading day, which is really delivered to you before each and every candle is presented with the actual market data. So we can see exactly how these forecasts work here. As long as that blue line remains above the black line, you want to go ahead and maintain that bullish position taking on the market. But you see how these predicted lows that you're given each and every day really are extremely effective to not only get you a good intraday price to go ahead and get involved in the market, but even for shorter term or day traders looking to trade here, these are great levels on an intraday basis to come in and be a buyer here. So really nice move over the past few weeks here in Dean Foods. We can see that overall from those initial predicted lows that were achieved, we've got over a 10% move, almost 11% in just the past 21 trading days, over $1 per share on a pretty cheap stock here. Moving on to Hornbeck Offshore Services, this being oil exploration. We see here again at the beginning of June here, getting this crossover to the upside. And you see how the market can sometimes, want to run sideways, but you see how that blue line, that predicted moving average, remains above the actual moving average. So telling you, look, the trend direction remains up. You get a little bit of weakness here from the neural index, some lower lows coming in, but you don't want to be jumping out of the position. We can see that there was really a great rally getting ready to advance here. And of course, we want to go, make sure that we're adding to our position strategically, looking again towards those predicted low levels to get us a good entry in this market before the market starts to move. Because of course we want to get that position before the big move really comes in. But you see, even as this market starts to trend, really great levels to be adding to your position, or again, shorter term traders can come in and look to take shorter term trades and achieve those shorter term profit targets. But just a really nice move here, again, on a very cheap stock here. This market, just in the past 23 trading days, is up 48%. So while crude was doing very, very well, there's some areas of the market where you can take a position, trail your stops up with the market, get a really nice piece of this 48% move higher there in Hornbeck. BioScripts here. So another very cheaply priced stocks you see coming in about $2.50, now trading up above $3 per share. But you see this crossover coming through and saying, look, the trend is now up. Neural index pretty solidly up there in the green configuration over the duration, saying, look, you want to continue to be a buyer in this market. But of course, you want to get those good intraday prices with the help of those projected high and low levels in the market. And again, we can see just how effective these levels are to allow traders to, not be chasing the market up here, but wait for the market to come back, get filled at these predicted low levels, and have some really great entries in what is a uptrend here in the market. And so we see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries, really great intraday levels to take a position on. But overall, that blue line or that predicted moving average still above the actual moving average. So you want to go ahead and hold on to that position. You can always take some profits along the way, towards those predicted high levels, but you want to be around for this over 20% move to the upside in about 17 or 18 or so trading days. Really nice move there in BioScrip Incorporated. Now, the hotels and resorts have been very, very weak here. We've seen actually this weakness in Melco, Wynn Resorts, but here in Las Vegas Sands, you see, getting this crossover come through to the downside. So very clearly saying, look, the trend is down. You therefore want to look to definitely get out of long positions, tighten up stops, or conversely, look to short the market. But of course, on a short position, you want to be very conservative with, what level you're getting involved in the market is. But you see how this works out. You get a little bit of a gap up, move to that predicted low, and intraday closing below these projected levels. So you get what's now 3 entries before this big drop lower, a couple more entries, but this market's still trending lower here. So you want to go ahead, maintain that position, and of course, take some short positions in the market. What we've seen over the past couple weeks is a lot of volatility. So some real weakness over the past couple weeks. We had that big Monday drop. You get some news catalysts coming in and tariffs sort of pushing down the market another % or so. But if you can have some short positions as well, in addition to your long positions, you see this market down over 10%, about 9.8% actually, in about 13 trading days. And obviously not a place that you want to be long the market. Just a very, very dangerous situation here in Las Vegas Sands, but also, again, a lot of the resort companies, hotel companies not performing very well. Definitely don't want to be involved in that sector if you want to make money over this period here. Canadian Solar here. We talked about First Solar and a lot of the weakness we saw as far as the market moving lower, and a lot of these things have recovered. So had you gone ahead and shorted the market, a lot of these crossovers now moving to the upside, you want to go ahead and cover those positions. But this was a really fantastic move here lower in Canadian Solar and as I mentioned, First Solar as well, which is a market we covered a few weeks ago. But you can see here, there's your entry into that move lower, and this was a phenomenal move lower, about 28%. And the reason that I'm moving this to this predicted high level here is you see that as that predicted moving average crossover comes through, this is where you're going ahead and looking to take profit on that position. And not only can you look to take profit, but actually go ahead and reverse that position. So again, using those predicted neural index and predicted high and low levels to determine where you want to go ahead and look to be taking a position. As long as that blue line remains above the black line, you're actually getting long in this market a little bit below $12.30 per share. And we see right now trading up towards the $13 level here. So really nice opportunities, about a 9% move to the upside just over the past 10 trading days. But after this 27% move lower of the previous 18 here. So definitely a great place to cover, but also look to go ahead and actually take those long positions in the market. So as always, that's it for this week's Hot Stocks Outlook. Again, this being July 13th, 2018. Thank you all for joining in. Thanks again for watching. Best of luck and bye for now.